Hi everyone, and welcome to another TAILEATERS Discussion. My name's Lee Adams. I'm the co-host of Cosmic Echo, a TAILEATER podcast, and in this discussion we talk about my first out-of-body experience. So without further ado, let's get to it. So my first out-of-body experience was a bit traumatic, actually. At the time, I was in the military, and I was working night shift, and I was also a very religious person and didn't understand anything about astral projection or out-of-body experiences beyond lucid dreaming itself. I knew a little bit about that. I had no real concept of psychology or even the basic concept of that. Pretty much I was just a blank slate, and very open to some traumatic experiences that can come out of having or diving into lucid dreaming and these kind of complex states that can occur in our brains. Or minds, I should say. So when mine started to occur to me or happen, I was working night shifts, and so I would sleep during the daytime, which is usually a good setup for a bad time. And what I mean by that is often people that sleep during the daytime have sleep paralysis, and that's where mine started occurring. And for people that are a little bit more advanced in out-of-body experiences or lucid dreaming, sleep paralysis is definitely like a gateway to an easy way to have these experiences as well. But at the time I didn't know that. So sleeping during the day, working during the night, pretty stressed out military guy. And I was also reading a book on psychology at the time that my buddy gave me, and it was kind of challenging some of my worldviews, which can lead, oddly enough, to people having these experiences. It's kind of like an awakening. If you know anything about Joseph Campbell and hero's journey work, Jordan Peterson even talks about that a little bit in his stuff, but pretty much this concept that you open yourself up for a change, a journey into the depths of the consciousness to come out better, right? And Carl Jung talked about this as well. So anyways, without getting too in depth into that, maybe another video, but I'm here to tell you about my crazy experience, right? So when it first happened, sleeping on my bed, and my friend, I thought, jumps on my back, right? I'm in my bed, sleeping during the day, friend jumps on my back, pisses me off. I'm trying to get some sleep. And so I'm like, dude, get off of me. I'm saying, I thought I was saying it loud. I was like, get off of me. I was pissed. And instead of getting off of me, I remember the feeling of this intense pressure on my back and pushing me down into the pillow. So you can imagine me laying down on my chest like this, and my buddy is pushing me down even harder into the bed, and then it starts blowing into my ear, which just absolutely pissed me off even more. I couldn't even imagine being more angry with him than that. I was just infuriated. So he was also pretty strong, so I was a little pissed off about that, because usually I'd beat him up. So anyways, so he's pushing me down in my bed and breathing in my ear now, and I'm just really getting mad. So I decided I was going to swing and hit him. So I went and swung, and my friend was not there. I woke up, I guess, at this time. I didn't know I woke up, but I woke up, and no one was there. And I was a little bit freaked out, I'd have to say. And so I got up and physically walked over to my bathroom, which was attached to my living room or where I slept, and he wasn't in there, and I was just like, I don't know what to do about this. So it freaked me out. So I went and spent a lot of time on a couch downstairs because I was freaked out that something was going on in that room. And it seemed like every time that I would sleep in that room, I would have the experience again in a different way. And so in another video, I'll talk about sleep paralysis and overcoming it, as well as this more in-depth understanding of this experience, and probably, you know, great for horror stories or no sleep kind of stuff. So we won't get into that right now. But after the experience, after I overcame the sleep paralysis experience, um, I remember being in my room and there was a light and it was coming down from um, down the hallway, down the stairs where I would have to walk down. And so I decided to follow this light. It was just like a lighted room. And I came into a room that was not my house. It was a hotel lobby, 1940 type style lobby, brass, brass railing, granite walls, beautiful artwork, details, just an unimaginable, just crisp, clean dreamscape. And I was blown away. I was like, what is this? Because I've had lucid dreams before and nothing seemed to be having this amount of detail and real sensation that I had in this dream that I've had previous. So I was a bit in shock that this was happening. And I remember walking down this lobby, hotel lobby stairway. It's like this giant marble stairway, and there's people down there, and they're eating food and having discussions and stuff. And so here comes this dude, me, walking down the stairway in, his boxers and no shirt, and all these people just stopped eating and turned and looked at me like, what the hell is this dude doing here? And I was like, whoa, I looked at them and I was like, this is my dream, I don't know what these people are looking at, like, this is me. This is a reflection of my consciousness right now. But it didn't seem to be that way. It seemed to be something different. And that was probably 15 years ago that I had that experience. And I remember it very clearly. I remember it very clearly because I often think about that. I often think about, was that a different place or was that in my mind? And often throughout out-of-body experiences, I often think about that it's something else. It's something drastically different than just a lucid dream or my consciousness. Maybe a collective consciousness, collective unconsciousness, or something else entirely. And I haven't found a good answer about that on the internet. Lots of people have good answers that they think are good, but I tend to leave that open. So I leave that open to you as well, to find out what your own answer is. But that was my first ever out-of-body experience, and I've had many more since then. But it opened what I would call the gateway into this interesting and sometimes bizarre realm that you can go to when you have an out-of-body experience. So hopefully this video was helpful for you, and if you did find it useful, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have we release the Cosmic Echo podcast videos through here as well, and you can go to the playlist and click on that and watch some very interesting interviews from authors and researchers and experts who are actually experts in their field, and learn from them. And also you can go to the TAILEATERS.com website, and I have free guides on there about astral projection, lucid dreaming, and articles on even psychedelics that you can read and kind of explore your own consciousness through there. You don't have to take psychedelics to learn, right? So you can go there and explore. But if you would like to support us, you can also go to our website and support us through our Patreon page, which is located there. So until next time, I hope that you have amazing dreams, and hopefully you can take some of this information and get excited about having your first, or if not more, out-of-body experiences and lucid dreams.